guys, this is Heidi with Kiddos Corral, and for today's Sunday Simple Supper, I want to show you how I make a delicious, over-the-top chicken salad. My kids are crazy about this. I'm crazy about this. My husband loves it, and when I make it, it's devoured. I mean, there is none left. So the first thing I want to show you is what is in the chicken salad itself. Now last night, or yesterday, I took an entire whole chicken and I placed it in my crock pot. And what I did was I just let it cook all day, and then I took it out of the crock pot, stuck it on a plate, let it cool a while, and then I stuck it back. I stuck it in the refrigerator. So I have to pull all of this chicken off the bone, which isn't, you know, any big task. If you've never done it, you just want to make sure that you don't have any bones in your chicken salad. So you want to make sure you just get all of the meat. I use dark and the light meat. I use the entire chicken. Any kind of meat that is on the chicken that we can eat, I use the entire thing. If you have a different preference, that's entirely up to you. But for our family, especially with 3 teenage boys, there's no picky eaters in my house. We eat Brussels sprouts, so we eat anything I put on the table. So, you know, they're going to devour this chicken. They don't sit and go, oh, it's not white meat, I'm not going to eat it. That's not the kind of kids I've raised. The next thing you're going to need, and I don't have it laying out yet, is some chopped celery. And I use about 3 stalks of celery in my chicken salad. You're going to need 2 cups of red grapes, and I've already washed and dried and I already measured them out. Now, for my taste alone, I like my red grapes whole in my chicken salad, but my guys don't like it that way. They want me to cut the grapes up. So I'll probably cut all these grapes in half before I add it to my chicken salad. But they, because they don't like them whole. I don't really know why, because I really love the chicken, like the savory with the sweet. And it's so delicious, and the grapes are my favorite part of this whole chicken salad. So, you know, keep in mind, you know, if you have smaller kids, you will definitely probably want to cut up the grapes. I'm going to cut them up because my guys prefer it that way. And it is kind of easier to serve on a sandwich or with crackers, however you want to eat your chicken salad. You know, if the grapes are smaller, but for me, I love the grapes being big and plump and juicy. I don't know. There's something about it that I just really like. The other thing is you're going to need is a cup of whatever nuts that you like. Now, all I have on hand are some whole almonds, and I am actually going to break my almonds up to make a cup. But I will say this, that in this recipe, I prefer chopped pecans or pecans, depending on where you live. I don't know why I prefer that, but I'm just using the almonds today because, you know, it's still really delicious no matter what nuts you use. But I really prefer the pecans, but because I only have almonds on hand, I'm just going to use the almonds today. Now, the dressing is for this chicken salad is really simple. It is apple cider vinegar, which I love this brand. I like the organic apple cider vinegar. You want to use honey. It adds a really good taste of sweetness. And this is just a, you know, a very inexpensive honey that I purchased from Aldi's. You're going to need some poppy seeds. You're going to need a good couple tablespoons of poppy seeds. And you're also going to need some real mayonnaise or mayo. You can use Vegenaise. I have used that. I have also used the fat-free or the low-fat mayonnaise. I'm just finishing up this jar. As you guys can see, it's pretty empty. So I'm just going to use this up today. It's going, you know, about between a half a cup to a cup, depending. The reason why it depends, and there's not really any accurate measurements, I guess you could say, is because it depends on how much chicken you can get from your chicken. You know, so if you do a really nice sized chicken, you're going to need a little more dressing. My chicken was on the medium side. It wasn't a big giant chicken, but I'm going to get to pulling the meat off of the bone and put it in my bowl, and then I'll come back and show you how I make my dressing and whisk that together, and show you how I assemble this here chicken salad. We're going to have this tonight for supper with some veggie straws, because it's Tuesday night. It's my deep clean house day. It's a school day. It's piano lessons day. And this is so super easy when, you know, you're in a pinch. And my kids are not going to complain that we are having chicken salad for dinner tonight, because this is one of their favorite meals. This is also really good. Like if you're going to go on a trip or a picnic, or even kids' lunches, this is a really good way to get some healthy things in their bodies when they're going to school. You know, you have the grapes and you have the protein from the chicken. Nuts are really good for you. Other than the mayonnaise is a little bit fattening, everything else that goes in it is pretty natural. So I really love this recipe. So I'm going to get pulling this meat off of the bone, and I will come back and show you the next step. Okay, I got all of my chicken off of the bone, and as you can see, it makes a good bit of chicken there. And I'm going to go ahead and measure out a cup of my almonds. And what I do is, instead of getting my food processor out, making a big thing about it, I do about a cup. I put it in a Ziploc bag, and I beat it to death with, with a, people are laughing at me behind me. Well, let me see if I can find it. With a rolling pin. And I'll save you guys all of the ear agony. But basically, I just lay it flat and bang them until they are the size that I want them to be. And yeah, that's what I do. And then I am going to get my 3 stalks of celery out and start cutting those up. I'm going to cut up my 2 cups of red grapes. And then I will be back to assemble this beautiful chicken salad. larger bowl, the more stuff that I add. So we have the chicken, we have the diced celery, we have the cup of almonds, and we have the 2 cups of red grapes that I cut in 2, and it's already looking really, really pretty. And now I'm going to show you how to assemble the dressing. And I have to tell you, I don't really have like a precise measurements. I just kind of mix it together and then I taste it, but I can probably tell you around about how much I'm adding. So seeing what I have over here in the bowl, I'm going to add a cup of mayonnaise. And like I said, you can use vegan-aise, you can use fat-free. I think I'm gonna pretty much use what I have left in this jar. I don't like to waste anything, so I actually have it on the list to buy some fat-free mayonnaise, but I don't like to waste, so I always make sure that I use up what I have before I use anything else, even if it's fattening, because there are so many people that can't afford groceries, and you know, groceries are expensive, so we don't want to waste anything. It's very important that we use everything. So I am using a organic apple cider vinegar, and apple cider vinegar has a habit of settling in the bottom of the bottle, so I always shake it really, really good to make sure that it's good and mixed up. And I actually drink a shot of apple cider vinegar every morning with my breakfast, although I have never really showed you guys that because you guys do not want to hear me hacking in the morning. It's very disgusting, but it is very, very good for you to have apple cider vinegar every day. It's good for your skin, it's good for your digestion. So I'm going to do about a tablespoon of the apple cider vinegar with the 1 cup of mayonnaise. And then I'm going to do probably about 3 tablespoons of honey in this dressing. So that looks like about 1, 2, 3. And I would say a good tablespoon of the poppy seeds. They really add such a, I don't know how to, like a nuttiness almost, I guess, to the dressing, and I really, really love it. Now you want to make sure you get that honey good and combined. I'll show you what the dressing looks like on camera once I get it mixed, but it's already smelling delicious. And what I do is, before I put it on the chicken salad, I always get a little spoon and I test it to make sure it isn't too vinegary, I guess is maybe the word. If it is, add a little bit more honey to it. If you don't think it has enough vinegar, add a little bit of vinegar. So I'm going to taste it. And it's perfect. Oh my gosh, it's so good. This dressing on some sliced cucumbers is delicious. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to pour my dressing right over the top, probably just half of it. And I'm going to get a wooden spoon and start turning that dressing into my chicken salad in here. And you just want to combine all of this until it is good and blended. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. I can't wait till dinner. So I'm going to add a little bit more dressing. Make sure you get all of that good stuff out of your bowl. That's why I love using spatulas, because you can get everything out and use it all. I don't like to waste anything. Oh yeah, that looks so pretty. Now, I don't add salt to this at all. In fact, I don't use salt much in anything anymore since I've been watching my weight. And so far, I have lost 17 pounds, which I think is pretty good. And I'm looking for my black pepper, which I think is over here on the kitchen table, or was. Let me see where I put it. Here it is. My gang gets the black pepper and takes off with it. So that's the last thing I add to my chicken salad is some black pepper. And I'll put it back in the cabinet where it goes. And I just want to make sure that that's all good and stirred. And you can have this with crackers. You can have it on top of lettuce and eat it with a fork. You can have it with, we're going to have it on whole wheat bread tonight for dinner. And that is my chicken salad. It looks delicious. It's ready to go. I like to make it ahead of time because I like to allow all of those flavors to infuse throughout the chicken salad, because a lot of times when you serve it, you know, right away, it doesn't taste as good as if it would sit and let that dressing get a hold of that chicken and take over. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Sunday simple supper, and I'll try to give you guys a close-up of what the chicken salad looks like. There it is. It's delicious, it's light, it's filling. And I can't wait till dinner tonight. I'm just going to put a piece of plastic wrap over this, put it in the refrigerator, and my dinner's already ready for tonight. So I hope you all have a fantastic Sunday, and I'll be seeing you guys next week for Sunday Simple Supper.